Hello, it's Shug here. I have finally made it to Copenhagen. I left yesterday and now it is tomorrow, but really at home it's still yesterday. And I've made it to the Tivoli Hotel. Took the train from the airport. I'm here for the Danish Outdoor Festival and the second annual HangCon EU. Yes, HangCon Europe. One thing I really like about Danish hotels is you can often just open your windows. There's some glass right there so it don't fall out. But 9 floors down. And I'll be taking this train again, right there, that red train, to get back down into Copenhagen, which is right down here. Go get a fuel canister, buy some Hushy Spirits for the Fancy Feast stove. Just wander around. It's not even 10 in the morning yet. Okay, so we're all down here on the tracks, we're all filming each other, and we are right now in Valby. And it's so funny because they had told us they were going to pick us up at the hotel, and that didn't happen. Things got busy. Lars had to go kill a wild boar, so we're all taking the trains over, and we've gotten our final ticket, and we are toward the town of Lejre. Except they say it totally different here, like Lure. Remember that guy said, we said, I was going Lejre. He goes,
Lejre,
yeah,
something.
Yeah,
something. Their days are totally different than ours.
And here's our new guest this year.
Hello.
Anna Paul's wife. Steve from Hang Tight. And Monica from Hang Tight. Do you have anything to do with it or just wear the swag?
I just wear the swag.
It's his little thing?
Yeah.
Makes me do the taxes every year that I refuse to do.
Taxes? Cut that out.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't tell you guys that I'm doing my show here.
Get on it, get on it.
I was making sure they got my posters up. Yeah, I gotta work. A guy's gotta earn his money when he's here. I'm doing my one-man circus here in Roskilde. Yeah, we got the gang here now. Steve and Monica, and Deanna and Paul and Corey and Tiffany, who just got off the plane and rolled in. So now we're waiting to see if someone will come pick us up and bring us up to the castle so we can hang our hammocks and take a nap. Well, we made it. Very excited to have everybody here to my home. So I'm going to make them all sleep out here in the guest area, and I'll just be right up here with my manservant.
She knows what's good.
You know, when you can have your own statues just out in the middle of a field near nothing, you're doing all right. We're all going to be right down here in the land of these beech trees. Yeah, we're down here. This is where everybody's hanging. Grab yourself a pine tree or a cedar tree or a birch tree or a beech tree. That's the world's largest tarp. And Fake Christian likes to hang his tarp in this position. It's a windbreak. And there's the new friends from Hungary up there. Corey's up on the high hill. Steve and Monica right in here. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I don't know where. I'm gonna go walk around and look. Oh, look at you. That's what happens to people. Let me just get in there and sort of test my lay and stare up and look for widowmakers and...
Yeah, I was doing that.
Okay,
Yeah.
This is exactly why you bring a spare hammock. Because I forgot one of the primary hammocks.
Really?
Well, I brought 2 spares, so that means I still have 1 spare left. You gotta think ahead.
Always be prepared. Fake Christian now just gave us his sticker, gave one to me and Corey, and it's Steenhoff Outdoors.
That you said in Danish Outdoor Festival.
Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Steenhoff.
Yeah.
Well, I speak Danish. You know, I'm 2% Viking. So I am going to put his sticker over this Shug character, who I'm sick of. All right. Well, what do you have, Klaus? I see you have a nice new haircut. But
Yeah.
what's this?
Oh, it's pretty.
Getting old. Nu majestic hammock.
There you go. Oh, and the nice strap set with this beautiful little clip-on name. It says, even spelled correctly. Don't try the last name.
No.
Pure joy.
Everybody turn and say, hey, Shug.
Hey, Shug! Woo! Come I was really just going to film these guys. And you guys ruined my shot. I was. Lars, one of the men. One of the men. Mette! One of the women! The woman!
Spicy or not?
You tell me.
Hey, spicy as you are.
Okay.
That's the paprika and the dark beer. It's got a lot of dark.
That swirl. Oh, this orange over here. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Tell me about it. Let's cancel each other out. Oh.
It's like Danish. It's bread. It's whatever.
That's a smart way to take care of leftover stuff
Yeah,
and build something brand new.
Oh, and a fair morning to you, everybody. Crawled into the hammock here about 2 a.m. last night. It was about 6, 7 of us out by the fire, and it was just brought down a beautiful delight. And just laying here going, I don't want to get myself out of here, but it's on. People are waking up. But that little delight I was just filming, it was covered in speckles, and it was kind of like a little handheld bread pudding. And we met this guy last year. I always end up calling him Christian, and that's not his name. And he was with the Danish gang that we met the last day last year. This little bakery delight he brought down. It was like, it's a bakery that take the old bread and the day old bread, and they mix that in with sugar and stuff, and basically make a little bread pudding baked delight, and it's covered with sprinkles. Has a little rum cooked into it. Man, that hit the spot with my coffee. And I had just joked with Corey going, yeah, if somebody would just bring me a baked delight down here, my life would be perfect. 10 minutes later, here he comes. Beautiful. And here's the neighborhood starting to fill. Woo, buddy.
This is a beautiful moment.
Doing dishes.
Got to be done. Me and Martin. Yeah.
helps around this place, and that's where primarily every Christian should be answered. But either way, I'm gonna.
That's for real. This is where we're staying.
It's not real. It's currently.
Where was it? AI.
Room 500 plus hammocks out there. We have permission to use this part also. This part is quite difficult to hang a hammock because of the slopes, and there are really big trees.
Yeah, Adam and Eve. I would say that.
This is like all of us here. Can we get a cool picture of all of us?
No,
In front of that?
that's not possible.
So can you take it? So
Yeah, of course.
Of course. All right, 2, 1, done. I'll do one more. Just I'm gonna be like Adam this year.
Fun thing about this group is we got people from everywhere here. A lot of Danes, from China, from Poland, from Sweden, from Florida, which is really its own country.
It really is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to tell y'all that.
Wait.
You guys know.
To town,
From
this way, and
Wyoming.
so she would have to come up.
Yes.
Oh, look, I got a little hobo pouch from Martin. So you might remember Martin from last year. He's our Danish friend who's not part of this, but he is part of this to us.
Yeah.
And has been sleeping now in a Majestic for every night since we saw you last, right?
No, you have the data. 2,527 hours, equivalent of 361 days.
He's got a chart.
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me.
Nope.
And he carries it with him. That's a pretty good testament to this. So we're now about to embark on this tour. I don't know, this is maybe about a mile walk from where we're camping, but these are the oldest Viking huts here in Denmark. It's actually a museum. They take school trips here and everything. And Fake Christian said he grew up around here, and he said, yeah, we used to come here for school. All of them came for school. So we get about an hour tour of these old Viking huts. It's going to be really cool because according to Ancestor DNA test, I am 2% Viking, but when I'm here, it ramps up to like 19%. They're standing by like the beginning of a marathon. Just in case anybody gets out of line, this man carries a heavy stick, and I'll probably be the first one to taste it.
Well, a lot of what I'm telling you today, we didn't know 15 years ago. So.
What is tonight? Chili con carne?
This is a beef soup.
A beef stew?
No, it's a soup. See how liquidy it is.
Oh. Goodness gracious, that's going to be good eating. Back behind me here, this is all the Hammock guys and the Carhartt, and this is all the Norwegians. Jonas is in here this year, but Steiner and Arne and Cedric, and that's Bjorg with the jacket right there, and these are some new friends they brought. So this little tour we just did and saw these Viking huts. So it was an hour with this woman, maybe an hour and a half of like just history. It was amazing. The hammock area is filling up more and more and more. And we heard that our friend Rune from Norway just showed up with his brother, so we're excited to see him. Woo, buddy! All secure in Sector Denmark. Woo, buddy! Woo, kamerat! Woo, kamerat! What a night! We're sitting down here. We had the beef stew that they made us, and now it's coming. Everybody's coming in, and there's just people sitting and talking, and we're debriefing all this stuff we learned today, and it's kind of the central gathering area of everybody to come down here, and it's so good seeing old friends, making new friends. All it takes is having something like an interest in the outdoors or hammocks, and it just brings people together. Festival starts for real today. Still kind of quiet down here this morning. A few people up and rumbling. Birds singing, overcast. And the attendees start showing up. They come to see the vendors and everything. I think at 3 o'clock today. It was my second sip of Medagliadoro Instant Espresso. So I'm pulling myself together for the day. Lots to do, a lot of people to meet. HangCon village. So finally, after all these years of using the Sforzabini table, there they are, Tommy and Lily right there, with their 12-hour drive. You know, so exciting. You know, it's almost like meeting movie stars when you meet people that make gear that you love. Isn't it kind of like when you finally like go, we finally saw each other face to face.
Exactly.
It's like so nice, so nice. We're so happy down here. We ran into all of our friends that we met last year, the last day, and they're all here. And it's just so cool to see them because it made a big impression on me and Corey because we kind of snuck up into their camp, taking a little walk, having morning coffee, and we saw the big Danish flag, and we kind of said, permission to enter. And then Nils leaned out of his hammock, and all of these folks right here started coming out of their hammocks, and they had a pile of bottles and beer cans. And so this was the last group we met, and we took a picture, me and Corey, with all of them. And I actually have it on my computer, one of my screensavers, so it comes by several times a day, every 6 hours it pops up, and I always look at it and go, God, that was a great moment. I hope these guys are here, and they are. So here they are. It's really fun. And then we've made a new friend here from Paris, and who just came as a guest, and they all met at the train station and walked over. So it's like this beautiful. It's like the way the world should be. We're just all here and happy to be outside. And I have that painting hanging in my nut hut. If you've ever looked, that was my parents had that painting, and I have it, and there it is. I got to find out who lives here. I do. I have that same art at home. Okay, so again, here's my life. And I'm walking around and we're just talking, and you just keep meeting people that have hammocks, and they kind of go, yeah, we saw you, we know who you are. And it's a beautiful thing, right? Woo, kamerad! There you are. Beautiful. Okay, here's where I live. Right here. That's my home. Superior Gear tarp, Majestic hammock, Hammock Gear underquilt, Hammock Gear top quilt. We have a lovely neighborhood up here. And the Ticket to the Moon guys just got here with their mammoth hammock. Kibu, they have solutions. They have solutions if you have a hiking problem. They got the solution for it. I can't believe it's like 4 o'clock already. It's flown by, but just talking around and walking around and talking around and visiting people and looking at hammocks, and there's so many and they're everywhere. So these are the guys from Kibu here, so tell us who you are again. Tell us your name.
My name is Cornel.
Cornel? Cornel.
Cornel.
Cornel and
Aquash.
Aquash. So I met these guys, and I haven't seen them before, heard of their company, because they're from Hungary, as we just said, and they have really unique designs. In fact, I want to film that one over there. I like your Starsky and Hutch 1970s design colors. That's my favorite. But tell us about these remnants here, if you would.
Oh, yes. We are focused on the unique stuffs, and now you can see this kilt made of leftovers. This part of the kilt made of leftovers. So yes, maybe that's why really unique.
Even on the foot box right there.
Sure.
I like that.
Thank you. And the inside is a burnt orange.
Oh, now we're talking.
Colorful. Yes.
Yeah, and also it has an elastic system, so that you don't necessarily have to use the straps so to attach it to a pad. So you can just cinch it up and you're good to go.
So
and you can also use it in a hammock, or
so you sell it to like ultralight hikers too that want to use a pad. Is that a big market?
Yes.
Yeah. More than hammocks, or?
Akos is I can say a true hiker guy.
Oh, you're a through hiker. Because I see you got hiker solutions. I like that.
Yes.
I was telling them, if you got a problem, they got the solutions.
Yes.
You go to Kibu. Let me show you this. This is like nice. Just a touch of.
Pair of the top kilt.
yeah, it pairs really well with the previous top kilt.
Yeah. Now we're talking right here. This is what I like. Yeah, the Starsky and Hutch. That's what I was saying. That vest I wear sometimes in my videos, it's my 1970s down vest, and this right away reminds me of it, because in the 1970s that was the blue color, and there was always orange and red, sometimes a little yellow. That is very cool. This is why you have to come to these hangs sometimes, just to meet, you know, sometimes in the US we think it's just Hammock and a few others, but the nice thing is meeting guys like you, young guys doing some other work. Yes. So thanks for your time of showing us, and that's Kibu. Check them out at kibu.hu, because it's hungry. Just think hungry. Well, it was a fantastic evening. It's 1:30 in the morning, and up by the fire, talking with everybody. Just a day of visiting and talking. I didn't film much. Sometimes I just want to be in the moment here, and such a good time seeing old friends, making new ones. But it is hammock time now, so sayonara, everybody. Picnic starting. Oye, swimming aside, bye-bye. All secure in sector, Denmark. Woo, buddy! Woo, kamerad! All right, let me get my headlight and see where I'm going. The Medagliadoro instant espresso. The first time I heard my voice this morning. I'm a little bit hoarse, but I think I gave a little briefing before I crawled into the hammock last night, and then it was about 1:30, and then I got down here, and Martin had left a pastry here. It's the most delicious thing I've ever eaten. So, and he had brought Corey one.
who ate his in the day, so I was sitting here, and then Corey brought his chair over, so we sat here, and then Klaus came down, so we kind of sat here trying to talk quietly till now it's getting to be like 2:20 in the morning. But it's about maybe 7:20, 7:30 right now, and I'm actually one of the first up. A little stirring around going on of everybody, and I have to do one of my talks today. I was kind of woke up thinking about that. Just don't want to miss it because I have to remember I got to be there at 2 o'clock, which means I kind of get my mind right and ready at 1. But yesterday was a fantastic day. I hope to get around today and film a few hammocks, some ones I've never seen before, maybe one wind, ticket to the moon. Oh, so many. Never enough time because you just keep running into people that you met from last year and then so many new people. It's just so big this year. They're wondering how many hammocks. I'm going to think probably already 400 back there somewhere, but they're going to have somebody do a count. Good luck on that. Woo, Kammerat. All secure in Sector Denmark. Come on, let's see you nail that thing. You got it.
I'm burned because you don't let me burn it.
Boom.
I got it. No. I brought it.
Sort of got it.
Hey,
all right.
Yeah, I call that move the Danish thrust. Ariel, this is Bettina, the woman that gave you the yarn right here. She knows yarn.
Yeah.
Klaus knows yarn.
Yes.
My son. I'm his father. I'm his Danish Viking father.
I feel will die. And I launched my own brand and made clothes. In Finland, I have a few models. But that's a business bullshit for trying to do that.
Hi, Shug.
Hungry? Hello. Here's where Leshevik is, right here. Oh. There's the sexy Polish man Adam working, waiting for you to get in a hammock.
No, I will not be getting in the hammock, but you can.
I want to take a tour of these colors.
Oh, great.
Especially burgundy. So I know I was showing this company last year, but a color combination that you don't often see is this right here. With the midnight sky, the blue. It's muted. It's not banging you in the face like I do. It's your colors come up to you like a loving embrace.
Yes.
Yes. This is Raphael. You probably met him last year here.
Hi, this is me again.
Yeah. Cześć, jak się masz?
Cześć, jak się masz?
Yeah. This is a new color. This is a new. Did you have this last year?
No,
No.
it's a new one. This is like our gentle step out of the performance and hiking, bikepacking oriented gear. This one is made for your backyard pleasure. 65% cotton. This is actually a military grade fabric. You can spot it from your uniform or from your workwear, so you know the reliability of this kind of material. And then we finish it with ethnic details. We finish it with a cotton mattress.
This is very nice.
Recycled pillow and oversized suspension system, so that you don't need to play with the details. You just enjoy it.
Yeah, we got like a daisy chain here with a nice big beaner. You don't have to know any tricks. Just keep it simple.
That's it.
Keep it simple.
Zero knowledge on how to use hammocks, but maximum pleasure of using them actually.
Maria
And the world came
Nobody got that. They tried so hard.
I always use my little bag I made years ago for all my stuff.
Your smiley bag?
My smiley bag. I traded from hammock, hammock to hammock.
As well, but it's not the smiley bag though. It's a crappy one. Yeah.
So Anya, are you sad to leave? What did you feel like you got out of this second European HangCon?
I feel like I got to see a very different side of hammocking that I've never seen before, because I've never been at a type of HangCon before. So it's very nice to kind of see the community behind it, because I've always seen it online. I've never seen it in person and actually get to meet people who has the same interest and be able to talk extensively about hammocks and people's gear and what they like about it, because people in my life aren't that interested.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Catherine, what was your impression of the HangCon?
It was good. I didn't have any expectations actually, but it's been bigger and more like everybody's nice.
Everybody's nice.
Everybody's
nice.
Everybody has a good time, like you say. So I felt safe and welcome. And if I need something or if I have any questions, or I can talk to anybody.
Right.
Even you.
I like that you fake it well. First thing was I got here and I saw they're in the Superior Gear hammocks, which really surprised me. So again, why did you get Superior Gear?
Well, I started with a normal Ticket to the Moon hammock and some very cheap undercoat from Amazon. But I didn't feel that comfortable when I was out in the cold weather. So because I saw on YouTube, when 8 years back, it wasn't that many YouTubers. So it was your movies about the hammock gear quilts.
Yeah, I told you.
Hammock gear. Yeah. So I bought the hammock gear first. And then when they came the insulated ones, I got this for my birthday. Because, I had a wife that, really loves me.
I would say so.
Yeah, but at the time it
because that's the elite.
This is the elite.
Yeah.
At the time it wasn't many. The chameleon hadn't been on the market.
And I know I don't even have to ask, but you were never sleeping cold for this weekend at all, were you?
Always been very warm, too warm to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cold when you come down and the wind is blowing. Like by the time it almost felt like a backpacking trip when you come down to the hammock and just like, I'm really cold now, but I always tell people, I go, if you have a Superior Gear hammock with the built-in underquilt, I can almost guarantee that if it's at the proper rating, that you're going to sleep really good.
We had the Voyager, we bought one in December, one each. Something like that. Yeah, so we were hoping to bring it, but it was like 2 degrees Celsius, so we were, I don't know, I don't want to be cold, so let's go with it.
Is that the new hammock?
Yeah, that's a Dutch Hellbender.
Oh, that's not even one. That's not even released yet.
No, it's the first one. It's the very first one. Now he doesn't even own one anymore. No, Dutch left, so he bought.
Yeah, he went to Italy.
Yeah, but that's his hammock.
Okay, the Hellbender. Sneak peek.
Really cool, and she slept amazingly.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, and she loved the colors, so she's in.
That's very cool looking.
She's like on cloud nine.
So also I wanted to ask you, I noticed that you got some of the Schwarze Beine little tables.
Schwarze Beine.
Yeah, Schwarze Beine.
Yeah. Schwarze Beine.
Schwarze Beine.
Yeah, it's not any. Yeah, no. There's no E at the end.
Yeah.
Schwarze Beine.
I got this as a gift from them because I'm a travel guide. I bring them.
Right, the tour guide.
Yeah. So it was a present.
Nice to have, isn't it?
Yeah.
Boy.
Amazing.
You got the big one, the big mama.
Big mama. I like the size of it. I don't drink though.
No,
so
me either.
The cup doesn't stop.
Put ketchup in it. Béarnaise sauce for your
for
your pommes frites.
And you used it for eggs.
Yeah, I use it for like a egg holder.
Aha.
It's a bit small, but.
Oh, for your soft-boiled egg.
Yeah.
Well, rootin' tootin' talk for telling us about your little story here.
Bare hyggelig.
That means you're welcome.
That's right.
Yeah.
I thought she was calling me Higgly Wiggly Piggly Wiggly. So if you get a chance to come to this Danish outdoor festival and particularly maybe next year, the 3rd European Hang, because it's happening, we hope it's happening here, consider it. No matter what country you're from, come on, because you get here and I think you both can agree, like what you said, everybody's happy. It's world peace.
Yeah.
It really is. Hygge. Hygge. Hygge.
It's
hygge, which means just good life. That's so my Irish cousin Davey here. They said they were going to come.
No,
I didn't believe it, so.
It's not out though.
No, we had to arrive.
Sean, can I ask you something before?
Did you find this worth coming to?
Oh, it was definitely worth coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think even on the train here, on the way here, we were
That
just
one
thinking,
is not no alcohol.
will we come back next year already?
Norwegian.
It's the excitement of
It's
just
like
coming.
Yeah, planning it up a little
I
bit.
just wanted to be here, yeah. Oh, it was well worth it.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Have to try.
Well, that's good to hear. Everybody I talked to has had the same opinion.
Yeah.
You know,
The weather was brilliant. So.
but it was great when he was walking down the hill and he just said to me, like, Shug, my Irish cousin, and you're the first one that walked up and gave me a hug. That really touched me, man. It
We were
felt,
planning it for so long.
it felt like meeting family.
And I just, you can do it.
And
You can get your
you guys feel like meeting Anya. You know, it's like meeting you all feels like family too. You know, you camp next to somebody for a couple of days.
Yeah, you become neighbors.
And close neighbors. You really do.
And it's so nice when you just pop in the morning and we just have a little chat.
Yeah, a little chat, you know, and then,
It's the kind of neighbor who you want in real life, but you don't actually have.
you know, and then like meeting Tommy, who we've kind of had a relationship for 10 years. You know, known of each other, but now we really do. Powerful stuff. It's powerful stuff. So you're thinking about coming, just think about it a little bit more and maybe just do. Don't let me distract you. All right, get focused. Come on. You got it. Oh, so good. Disappointment. So close, in the zone. Oh, the Danish headbutt.
Yeah, absolutely. I get back on shift, I think, on Saturday.
Oh, whoa. Really cool.
Is the sun going to be good this side?
I think let's stay in the shade.
Okay.
That brings out my color. I just wash out there. Throws up my white balance.
We can just find trees next to one another.
So my cousin Davey here is not my cousin, but he's like my cousin now. I reached out on YouTube to go, there's a few of us from Ireland. We're coming over to this hang probably.
Hammocks, like a bunk bed.
And I was going,
That's
yeah,
an easy way
okay.
to go.
Maybe we'll see how that
This is my
goes.
wife and
And
I.
they showed up, so this is them. So tell us who you are and what your thoughts were.
My name's Carl. I only started Hammock camping a couple of years ago and thoroughly and really enjoying it.
Move your impact in a broad area.
Niall here. I use an Hammock. Loving it this weekend. Yeah, we should have more Irish coming over next year.
I'm Dave, also known as Sexy Dave. That's the other Dave. And I have an Hammock. I just love being outside, and this has been brilliant. I think we'll definitely be here next year. And it was a pleasure meeting the man himself.
Oh, same here.
Yeah, my name's David.
Breathe their air.
Just the options
very
here.
nice.
The amount of
So,
stuff you can look at.
now I don't
it's
need to go
unreal.
through the basics. I think everybody here is
Hopefully
professional
next
already.
year we'll be back with
But there are a
New
couple,
Majestic.
I think,
Yeah, I hope so.
listening to comment
It was so fun
is
having you
a very
here.
good sag.
Really loved it. Really
The
loved
hammock
it.
camp.
Yeah, because you are going to drive, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 12 hours. Same when we are going to visit Greenland. 1,000 kilometers from our hometown.
Red paw pags.
The design and the invention and the patent from Dave Helston in Ontario. So The thing with this is that it's a lay flat hammock.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get its flat lay from an inflatable pad like with the Hammock or with the Haven. This gets its flat lay from the construction itself, and that's something that they patented. But actually, not only is it flat, but it actually also adjusts to my body. So I get a flat lay, but where I have my knees, it will give support for my knees, and then it goes down where I have my butt, and then up again where I have my lower back. So it's a very, very comfortable lay. And you can lay on your side,
Yeah.
or your stomach.
Oh, yeah.
And you have storage, so you can have, I usually have my backpack here in the foot end, and I keep my clothes over at the head end. And it does have a double layer, so you can put any sleeping pad in here. The center of gravity is very low, so you can lean over. It doesn't tip, because it comes with a tent, not a tarp. And because it's a tent, there's nothing to pinch to the ground, so you can sleep above rock or water or whatever. Good night without rain. You can fall asleep. You close up the bug net, so you're protected from bugs. You have all your gear inside, so the gear is protected as well. And you can fall asleep gazing at the stars. And then in the middle of the night, when you wake up and you feel rain on your face, you just lean up and close the inner tent.
Oh, look at that.
Like this. And if it's only raining lightly, you can keep the sides up. But if it's a heavy rain or if it's cold outside, you close the sides, you're fully enclosed,
Oh.
and it can rain as much
That's-
as it wants.
I didn't see that coming. That was cool. The Hellstun hammock. Is this out of Sweden? Or
No, it's out of Ontario, Canada.
You're out of Sweden.
I'm from Sweden, but my friend Dave Helston, who
Okay.
invented this, and he started working on this back in '94.
Well, thank you, Anders, for that tour.
Thank you.
This is where One Wind was, but it's the final day, and we're all tearing down. So a lot of you have been reaching out to me about the One Wind hammocks and tents and tarps, and I've seen some back here, several people. Somebody right next to me is in a One Wind. They have their One Wind tarp. These are the people.
Thank you.
Yeah. So all of you that have reached out to me about One Wind, they're great. I hear nothing but great stuff. I was looking at some the other day, but there you go. All right, till next time. Shen Shen. Do I owe you money?
No, but you owe me a hug.
Are you leaving?
I'm leaving.
Woo, kamerad! All secure in Sector Denmark.
Sector Denmark.
Woo, kamerad! Yes, we are in Refchelion. Just got off the ferry at Refchelion, and it is kind of the northern part of Copenhagen. Copenhagen proper's down there where I was last year. That smokestack here, this is where they burn their trash in a very high-tech fashion. And then right here, it's a ski slope. Snow in the winter, grass in the summer. Yesterday I took the day off. I totally lost my voice, but I didn't want to tell anybody, but got kind of sick out there. I had a really sore throat. And when I woke up Sunday morning out at HangCon EU2, second one, I couldn't talk.
It's like 5:30 in the morning. I got up and had my coffee. Went up to the parking lot. Started doing vocal exercises. It came back, but yesterday I was beat. So I went to a pharmacy and got a bunch of medicine, like a really good cough syrup and an expectorant. Hey, you don't need to hear about all this. But I feel much better today. But I was talking more like Lars does. And if I talk like Lars, then it's a lot easier to talk. And you keep that low Batman voice. And then I can talk like a cool dude. And I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just going to walk around. Somewhere there's these little food trucks or shacks or tiny little places with some amazing food. I just wanted to come to a part of town I haven't been to yet. Last day here, I gotta catch flight tomorrow at 1. The hang was great. Better than great. I thought it wouldn't be as fun as last year because there were a lot more Americans, and I thought we'd be, you know, the old kids. No one cared about us. Actually, we were the first string. Sorry, everybody else, you were second string. You're gonna have to work a little harder to take our positions. Hello, chicks. How we doing? Yeah, you got a nice place to hang out. This is some sort of urban farm restaurant. Looks like they do some grilling here. This is nice. There was some nice folks in there. The guy from Ireland, the other girl I was talking to is from Massachusetts. That girl right there throwing the stuff in the wheelbarrow is from California. Fly over here to Copenhagen for a couple of weeks to work on being chefs. They're already chefs and they want to come get a new groove. And this is all about harvesting and using your own land and your own vegetables and your own plants. You know, I was looking for that part of town where they have all the food trucks and flowers and tattoos and this and that and crepes and tortillas, and they have the Danish hot dogs and they got coffees and they got...
the step I'm taking. Oh, hope of loving you. Tell myself in sorrow. Look at what's been done. Nothing seems to change and the bedtime's still the same. But I have got to run. Sometimes I feel, yeah, sometimes I feel, yeah, like I've been tied to the whipping post. Tied to the whipping post. Tied to the whipping post. But Lord, I feel like I'm dying.
I decided to go for the Kurdish food from Kurdistan right here. That's the one that got me. You see that aubergine right there, cooking everything right on the coals. Beautiful, man. She said that was mild. Just put my finger in there. Man, my head is so clear right now. Hey, can we get that hug again? Oh, we'll get this hug. Okay, cut. You're good. You're good.
Maybe wrote for Corey as well.
What?
We wrote for Corey and Tiffany as well. But they couldn't make it.
Take care. Really stuck in it.
Whoa, buddy. All secure in Sector Denmark.